Did you know that the Roman Colosseum, besides being the stage for epic battles and imperial glories, may have been built upon secret rituals, ancient curses, and never-revealed underground passages? What hides behind its stones may be much darker than we imagine. The Roman Colosseum, eternal symbol of Rome's grandeur, holds within its stones not only the glory of emperors and the echo of crowds, but also hidden mysteries that have traversed the centuries. Imagine a colossal oval structure measuring 189 meters in length by 156 in width and 48.5 meters in height, erected on terrain that once housed the luxurious and controversial palace of Nero, the Domus Aurea. This artificial lake, fed by the Claudian aqueduct from the Caelian Hill, was a symbol of excess and tyranny, and its drainage to make way for the amphitheater was no mere urban whim. Vespasian, founder of the Flavian dynasty, wanted to erase Nero's legacy after the Great Fire of 64 AD, which devastated Rome and sparked suspicions that the emperor himself had provoked it to rebuild the city to his liking. But what if this transformation carried a spiritual weight? Ancient legends whisper that the site was cursed by Nero's extravagance, and that during excavations, workers stumbled upon bones and relics of pre-Roman pagan rituals, perhaps linked to forgotten Etruscan cults. The construction of this colossal arena, begun during the reign of Emperor Vespasian around the year 72 AD, involved thousands of workers, engineers, slaves, and artisans. It is estimated that up to 100,000 Jewish slaves captured after the destruction of the temple in Jerusalem in 70 AD were forced to labor there, funded by the spoils of that conquest. Each stone raised seemed to defy the limits of engineering at the time, but behind the marble bleachers and monumental portals, there were secrets that the Romans preferred not to reveal. The original Colosseum was covered in gleaming white marble, adorned with statues and bas-reliefs representing imperial victories, but much of that splendor was plundered over the centuries to build Renaissance palaces like the Palazzo Venezia and even St. Peter's Basilica. And the name? Officially the Flavian Amphitheater, but popularly the Colosseum, derived from the colossal statue of Nero nearby, transformed into an image of the sun to erase bad memories, a linguistic mystery that only solidified in the Middle Ages. It is said that the terrain chosen to erect the Colosseum was not just strategic. There lay the ancient artificial lake of Nero's Golden House, symbol of decadence and tyranny. Transforming the space into a public amphitheater was a political gesture. But, according to ancient chroniclers, during the excavations, workers found indecipherable symbols engraved on old stones. Were they just marks of time or inscriptions from forgotten cults? Some historians speculate that these finds could be remnants of underground temples or altars dedicated to infernal gods like Pluto, guardian of the underworld. Medieval legends go further. They claim the Colosseum is a gate to hell, haunted by the spirits of gladiators and victims, with reports of voices echoing at night and shadowy apparitions, including the ghost of Messalina, the infamous wife of Claudius. The grandeur of the work brought almost impossible challenges. Tons of travertine, concrete, and iron were used on an unprecedented scale. More than 100,000 cubic meters of limestone extracted from Tivoli, mixed with volcanic tuff and pumice for lightness in the vaults. How did they manage to raise the structure in such a short time? Some believe engineers guarded secret techniques, lost to the centuries. A medieval manuscript mentions that the mortar used might contain rare substances from the East, capable of resisting centuries of earthquakes and weather. Was it just advanced science or occult knowledge? The Romans perfected concrete, creating mixtures that hardened underwater, allowing foundations 6 meters deep. But earthquakes throughout history, at least 4 severe ones, including one in 1349 that toppled entire sections, and fires, like those in 217 AD and 250 AD, tested this resilience, turning the Colosseum into an open-air quarry for plundering. In the underground areas, the hypogeum, the corridors functioned as backstage for spectacles. There stayed the wild beasts, the gladiators, but reports suggest something more. Forbidden chambers, where priests performed blood rituals before each combat. Were these rituals the true force that kept the arena standing? The hypogeum, added by Domitian, was a labyrinth of tunnels with 80 vertical shafts, elevators operated by winches and trapdoors for dramatic surprises, animals like lions, tigers, elephants, and crocodiles appearing out of nowhere. Legends say these spaces housed sacrifices to gods like Mars or Nemesis, goddess of vengeance, to ensure victories. And, on rare occasions, the arena was flooded for naumachia, simulated naval battles with real ships, a mysterious hydraulic feat requiring underground channels and aqueduct water. How the Romans managed this without drowning the spectators remains an enigma. Another mystery lies in the speed of construction. It is estimated that in less than 10 years, the Colosseum was ready, but at what cost? Slaves brought from Jerusalem after the temple's destruction were used en masse. Many died right there, and according to legend, their spirits still wander the corridors. Visitors claim to hear whispers, feel chills, as if voices from another time echoed among the stones. It is estimated that 500,000 gladiators and more than 1 million animals perished there, with 8,000 deaths annually at peak games. In the Middle Ages, the Colosseum became a fortress of the Frangipani family, with wooden walkways for defense, and later a shelter for bandits and animals, a decline that fueled myths of curses. The inaugurations were a spectacle of horror. Thousands of gladiators and exotic animals killed in a few days. Blood in such abundance that some believed the arena was actually a gigantic altar to the gods. With each combat, Rome fed not only the people's hunger for spectacle, but perhaps something much greater, invisible forces that guaranteed the empire's prosperity. Titus's games in 80 AD lasted 100 days, with public executions, hunts, and even mythological representations, like fights evoking Hercules or Achilles. Christians were martyred there, according to traditions, transforming the site into a symbol of persecution. And even today, the Colosseum guards secrets. Recent excavations have revealed blocked tunnels and unexplored chambers. What lies behind these passages? Hidden inscriptions? Symbols of secret societies? Or perhaps connections to underground temples used by priests? Each new discovery raises more questions than answers. In 2022, in the sewers, they found ancient snacks, olives, figs, grapes, nuts, plus bones from bears, lions, and Roman coins, painting a vivid picture of everyday life, mixed with horror. In 2023, near the Colosseum, a luxurious domus with unparalleled mosaics of shells, marble, and glass, possibly belonging to a senator, with scenes of military triumphs and water games in artificial grottos. Recent restorations have revealed colorful frescoes in galleries, suggesting the interior was vibrant not gray like today. Thus, the Colosseum is not just an architectural wonder, it is a historical enigma. Behind its imposing presence lies politics, blood, faith, and mystery. Each stone carries not only the mark of time, but also the weight of forgotten rituals and stories that still echo in the silence of the arena. Walking through the Colosseum is to feel something beyond official history, a presence, an invisible legacy. Perhaps we will never know the full truth about its construction, and perhaps it is precisely this eternal mystery that makes the Colosseum not just a work of stone and marble, but an immortal symbol of the human enigma. Recognized as one of the 7 modern wonders in 2007, it attracts millions annually, illuminated in symbolic colors for current causes, a living echo of its shadowy past. And what do you think? Did these Colosseum mysteries give you chills? Comment below which secret intrigued you the most, or if you visited and felt something strange. Like the video, subscribe to the channel for more historical content full of mystery and curiosities, and turn on the bell so you don't miss any episode. Share with that friend who loves ancient history, and let's unravel more enigmas together in the next video. See you there.